Good morning. Welcome to North Albion Collegiate Institute. This morning we're here to actually launch second year of Hindu Heritage Month. So we're all ready to get started. Welcome.
Robin Filkey, Chair of the Toronto District School Board and current trustee for Parkdale High Park. So we're here today because we're celebrating the opening ceremonies for Hindu Heritage Month. We're at North Albion Collegiate Institute, and we are about to see some fantastic performances by local students to show off their Hindu heritage and their Hindu religion, and we're really looking forward to a lot of beautiful dances and spoken word. And I think it's great that the board recognizes the diversity of its students and makes attempts to share that diversity with other students through classroom materials that will highlight Hindu Heritage Month.
Good morning. My name is Harpreet Gill, and I am the Toronto District School Board trustee of Ward 1 at Etobicoke North. It is an absolute pleasure to be here this morning at one of my schools, North Albion CI. I'm looking forward to the program for the next hour, and as well as very excited by the fact that students from neighboring schools are able to join and partake. So once again, really glad that the TDSB recognizes and celebrates the diverse heritage of its students. And happy Hindu Heritage Month to all.
School Board, we recognize the Hindu Heritage Month during the month of November across the entire system. Many students, staff, and community members have asked why we celebrate Hindu Heritage Month or any Heritage Month. The Toronto School Board is the largest and one of the most diverse school boards in Canada. Nearly 1/4 of our students were born outside of Canada. To the success of our young students today as they transform to our future leaders for tomorrow. To honor this, we formally recognize 14 Heritage Months throughout the year. With roots and customs dating back more than 4,000 years, 1.5 million people practice Hinduism in Canada, following the Vedic tradition of Vasudeva Kutumbakam, which translates to whole globe is one family. As I look at the program before us, it will provide you with a glimpse of Hindu heritage, and we will all leave today knowing more about vibrant, rich, and energetic tradition of the Hindu culture. Thank you for celebrating with us. Now let's start the program. I'm pleased to introduce to you our three masters of ceremony. Please join me in welcoming Himani Bura, Chinmay Gokhale, and Tanvir Kaur with the Madhudamba.
We're all here today to recognize Hindu Heritage Month that is celebrated at the Toronto District School Board during the month of November. This year, the selected theme is Om, Sound of the Universe.
The sound of Om or is an energy, a vibration from which all the universe originates. It is believed that form and creation emanate from this vibration. Om symbolizes vibrations of being, life, and consciousness in all worlds and all creatures. By chanting Om correctly, one feels a connection to the creation and transformation of the cosmos. And then it is traditional to pause, sit in silence, and experience that creative void of complete peace and understanding.
Good morning, everyone. It's so great to see everyone this morning. Welcome to NACI. What an exciting morning we have. I'm Principal Khan, and I want to welcome you to our school And I'm so happy, very happy, that we are here and we're given this privilege to launch the TDSB celebration of Hindu Heritage Month. So you know, a few years ago, in 2016, the Ontario government at that time, under Bill 56, proclaimed November to be the month to celebrate Hindu heritage. It has taken some time to seek this official recognition, but we all know that Hindu Canadians have been contributing to Canadian society and culture for over 100 years. This stage here at NACI has seen many, many cultural celebrations. One of the common threads is the resiliency of the human spirit, overcoming odds and challenges, in many cases, just so people can be treated with dignity and with respect. Our quest for freedom and equality is an ongoing challenge in many parts of the world. Today, division varies from various groups of people, and it certainly seems to me that it's getting much wider, and even the province next door is enacting laws that restrict people's expression of their faith. I say to you, you are the future of our community, and I encourage you to embrace the richness and the diversity of our community, and I think it makes us stronger. I believe that it makes us better. So today, we celebrate the remarkable achievement of Hindu Canadians, and I want to say thank you to my staff and students who have assisted with the Heritage Committee to put together today's program, and I want to say it's an honor for us to host this here at the school, and I hope you have a wonderful morning with us. Once again, welcome.
Thank you, Mr. Khan. We now invite Ms. Robin Pilkey, Chair of the Board of Trustees for the Board of Education.
My name is Robin Pilkey, and I'm the trustee for Parkdale High Park, Ward 7, and I'm the current chair of the Toronto District School Board. I'm so pleased to be here with our TDSB community to celebrate Hindu Heritage Month. I'd like to thank Director John Malloy, Executive Officer Peter Singh, and my fellow trustee, Harpreet Gill, who's the trustee for this school, so many of you probably know who she is. Here at the Toronto District School Board, we're proud to recognize Heritage and History Months that embrace our diverse community. These months provide our students and ourselves with the opportunity to learn about the people and cultures that surround us. This year, Hindu Heritage Month is celebrating the theme of Om, Sound of the Universe, which you will learn more about this morning through various artistic performances and presentations. In short, Om is a sacred syllable used in Hinduism and other religions in India. This expression represents the union of your mind, body, and spirit, and a feeling of connection to others and the world. And as Humani indicated earlier, in essence, the theme is about feeling connected, and I think it's perfect for the TDSB, which is represented by so many diverse peoples, cultures, and communities that make up our cultural fabric. Ms. Nate mentioned that there are 1.5 million Hindus in Canada. We have to be proud that 10,000 of them attend the TDSB. So, you know, we have a very diverse school board, and I'm very proud of that. To close, I want to thank the organizing committee and our Hindu community for taking the time to educate our students and staff and for planning this morning's wonderful events. I want to acknowledge the hard work that went into planning other Hindu Heritage Month activities, such as the poster contest, the I Am Hindu video challenge, and so much more. It's important that we continue to educate our youth and school communities about the various cultures, religions, and ways of life that make up the TDSB. Thank you very much and have a wonderful morning.
We now invite Dr. Malloy, Director of Education, to say a few words on behalf of the Board of Education.
My name is John Malloy, I'm the Director of Education, which means that I'm responsible with the trustees for all the schools in Toronto, and it's a pleasure and a privilege to be with you this morning. And to our students in the room, I just want to offer a really important message. As you heard from our chair, we celebrate the diverse stories, identities, experiences, and heritage of all of our students and families in Toronto and the TDSB. In particular, we are celebrating this month of November Hindu heritage. What I really appreciate about these celebrations is that there's a deep wisdom that I've learned as I have attended almost all of these celebrations across the city each year, because each culture and heritage has a wisdom in their history that we all can benefit from, regardless of what our own personal identity is. Om, the sound of the universe, speaks to a connection that's so key. I appreciated when I was studying some of the work that had gone on to prepare for today, that it's also about being united, creating peace, and using power to bring about harmony. And students especially, but all of us in the room, we know that sometimes that's not what happens in our communities, in our schools, in our city and beyond. And each and every one of us has a responsibility to think about this wisdom, to understand what it means to be a person who is connected, and to help create communities of connection, which the wisdom of Hindu heritage is sharing with us this morning. All the best. I'm so grateful to be here. Thank you.
Music has always been an important part of Hindu culture, whether it's for listening pleasure or rejoicing in regional musical traditions. Everyone agrees that music is a large part of our culture. A famous dance artist, Manika Thakur, is a Hindu. She is the founder of Manika Thakur Dance Company that specializes in Indian dance. She received a Governor General's Performing Arts Award for Lifetime Achievement in April 2013. We're pleased to introduce you to our very own TDSB students performing a dance called Om Namah Shivaya. Enjoy.
At this time, we welcome Chalian Lucy to the stage. Chalian is a grade 6 student from Whitfield Middle School who created a video on being Hindu. Today, he'll share those thoughts with us.
I'm going to talk about Hinduism and what being a Hindu means to me. Hindu is one of the oldest religions with lots of teaching, and I will share a few of that with you. I am a Hindu. As a Hindu, I belong to a faith that expresses the ancient genius of Hinduism. We believe in God, but our God is formless, limitless, all-inclusive, and eternal. We believe God is everywhere. We see God in everyone and everything. When we meet another person, we put our hands together and say, Vanakkam, which means, I pray the God in you. As a Hindu, I respect and show kindness to everyone and everything. I am a Hindu, and I accept all other faiths. Hinduism stands for acceptance and tolerance. We accept all religions as true and a path to reach God. I am a Hindu, and I believe in karma, the universal law of cause and effect. If I do the right thing, I receive goodness, and if I do evil, I receive evil. I am a Hindu, and I strive to achieve Dharma. Dharma can be described as right conduct, righteousness, moral law, and duty. I am glad TDSB respects and celebrates all religions. I am a Hindu, TDSB student, and I am extremely proud to celebrate my religion with you. Thank you.
This year, the theme for the Hindu Heritage Month is Om, Sound of the Universe. Let's take a few minutes and learn together about Om.
Om, sound of the universe. Om, or Om, is one of the most sacred symbols in Hinduism. It appears at the beginning and end of most Sanskrit prayers. It is considered the most sacred mantra or chant. It means universal consciousness. Sanskrit is a language of precise sound and vibration. Each sound has a unique vibration. Every sound affects the speaker at the physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual level. A in Om represents the creation of the universe, the beginning. U in Om represents the energy of the universe. It's connecting with something greater than ourselves. N in Om represents transformation. The sound is produced by closing the lips and feeling the vibration in the crown of the head. There are 3 phases of Om: birth, life, and death. Om takes us beyond the 3 states of existence: waking, dreaming, and sleeping. We reach the 4th state of being after chanting Om, pure consciousness. This is where we experience peace and love. Hindus believe that the divine universe was created with the sound of Om. According to yoga experts, the chanting of Om removes distractions and energizes the body. Om is usually chanted 3 times for the body, mind, and soul. Another way of saying soul is Atma, Om, sound of the universe.
We're excited to invite our very own North Albion student, Tanvi Patel, to the stage. Tanvi will be reciting a poem called This Culture, written by Jasmine Tahir.
I'm going to recite a spoken word, and the name is This Culture.
Only the birds, as they wave in the sky, writing melodies of freedom. With no lash on their wings, no barriers in their way, just the wind between their feathers. I envy their lack of restraints, placing the world beneath their feet. With no confusion, with no ignorance, they see the wind as a complimentary gift. Why can't we free ourselves from the chains of cultural discrimination and stigmatism that control our lives of today, yesterday, and our tomorrow? A growing world can only thrive once its people admire one another as brothers and sisters. Once we become lifters and not shamers. Acceptance of all cultures becomes a goal and a catalyst for unity. For a painting is only a painting if all its colors are appreciated. Drowning in a pool of deviance, we shred between two cultures, labels, names, and divisions. So my personal identity inflicts many wishes. And drawing the line between my ancestors' heritage and the Western experience becomes a decision of importance and implication, as choosing one meant losing the other. Diversity raised me, it revealed faces different than mine. Listening to the sweet humming tunes of Tamil, Punjabi, Arabic, Urdu, and Hindi opened the doors of originality. Still, perceptions drive cultural individualism to self-destruction. This virtuous nation screams human rights and morality, that one's nationality, ethnicity, religion, and origin is nothing but a gift for all of us. Why is it that after hate crimes, genocides, mass murders, and shootings, do we, the people, realize our faults? It takes lives to be lost for lives to be valued, when instead, welcoming different cultures and simply accepting our differences is an easy job with no price. Authenticity is sewed into our minds, and served on a platter is a mixed variety of cultures. And until people like me and you are given a place of significance for ourselves, our voices will remain as outcasts. Thank you.
Our voices will remain as outcasts. Thank you, Tammy, for such an inspiring poem. Now, North Albion Collegiate Institute's very own Pat Alternate will perform a very popular song, Jai Ho. This song won several awards, including an Academy Award and a Grammy Award.
We now welcome Nritya Kala Mandir back to the stage for their presentation on Guru Vandana. Guru means teacher, and Guru Vandana means reverence for the teacher. In Hinduism, Guru is considered God. This dance shows how a student expresses their gratitude for their teacher. We all know the important role of a teacher plays in our life. As a student, teachers do the obvious. They teach us curriculum subjects like math and science. But they also teach us other things. How to become leaders in a global society, and how to respect each other. The knowledge that teachers instill upon us is what shape us to become leaders of tomorrow. Let's all enjoy watching the Guru Vandana program.
Thank you to the performers, and thank you to all the teachers, administrators, and those impacting our education in this room today. A round of applause, please, again for our teachers. Let's show our appreciation.
We now welcome Ms. Brenda Bowes, Vice Principal from Fern Public School, to the stage to acknowledge the winners of the poster competition.
Thank you. I hope everybody's having a good time so far. So good morning, everyone. Namaste. I'm going to wait. Thank you. It's time to unveil and hand out the prizes to the winners of the poster design contest. At this time, I'd like to invite our guests of honor, the director of the TDSB, Dr. John Malloy, and our current chair and trustee for the TDSB, Robin Pilkey, to please come on up and hand out these gift prizes. So this year's theme for Hindu Heritage Month is, you would agree, not just an idea, but a philosophy. Om. A word, a sound, a vibration that has several layers of meaning and may take years to deconstruct and fully understand. So when the committee sent out a message inviting students to design a poster on Om, Sound of the Universe, we thought we would get a lackluster, dismal response. But on the contrary, we were overwhelmed at the number of entries we received. Some people traveled across the city to personally hand them over, which was flattering and yet very humbling. Clearly we had touched a chord. So, without further ado, at this time may I request Dr. Malloy and Ms. Pilkey to unveil the posters which were the winning entries. And there's, you'll notice, 3 of them. All right, let's give them a round of applause. That's poster number 1, there's poster number 2 over there. 1, 2, and voila, beautiful, thank you. So let me tell you a little bit about these entries. Needless to say, when we received so many entries, the process of selecting the winners was hard, but finally the committee agreed upon a design. A beautiful image, its beauty simple, its beauty lying in its simplicity and its message of unity and harmony that we've been talking about this morning. So I'd like to invite the winner of the poster contest from the elementary panel, this particular one, Janil Patel, a grade 5 student from Belmore Public School. Come on up, Jane. Congratulations. Let's give him a round of applause. He's worked really hard on this one. Thank you. Now, from the secondary panel, the committee narrowed down their selection to 2 images, both very distinct in their art form, but each one of them very stunning, as you can see. We simply could not decide which one was better, so we finally agreed on giving it to both of them. It was a tie, and the winners for the poster design contest from the secondary panel go to Arunima Chakravarti from grade 11, a student from grade 11 RH King Academy, and Shanti Kleik, a grade 10 student from Sir Wilfrid Laurier Collegiate Institute. Congratulations. I think Arunima has not made it, but congratulations, Shanti. All right, one big round of applause for this amazing effort. All right, thank you.
Another round of applause for our poster winners, please. We're looking forward to receiving the posters at our schools and seeing the bookmarks throughout the school board.
performance? Navratri is a Hindu festival that celebrates the 9 different forms of Goddess Durga in 9 nights. Hindus go to temples and religious sites right across India in their finest clothes to take part in 9 days of devotional dance, also known as Durga. Hard to believe that we are almost at the end of our celebration. We now invite the co-chairs of Hindu Heritage Month Committee, Anu Bari and Peter Debrin, to say a few remarks.
Thank you. How are we all feeling today after today's performances, celebrations? You know, a day like today does not happen by itself. There are so many people we need to thank. But first of all, to North Albion Collegiate Institute for letting us have the space here today, for their teachers, Miss Woodball and Miss Falcone, for being such a great help. We could not have done this without them. The band today, all the performers, and of course, who else do we need to thank here?
Thank you. First of all, we need to thank you for being a fantastic co-chair. We really appreciate it. Thank you very much. We sent this to a band. So I'm going to start by saying I'm Hindu and a Trini. How many West Indians in the house? 3. Okay, I'm Hindu and Canadian. How many Canadians in the house? Yeah, I'm a Hindu and a teacher and a vice principal and a husband and a father and an Indian too. We're so many things that's wonderful about Canada. We have an opportunity to have many identities all at the same time, and they shift and they move, and it's wonderful. We have been blessed very much by having an incredible amount of people in the community that's here, 6 to 8 community members who have got many forms of skills, knowledge, and passion. If you're in the house, please stand up so we can give you all a round of applause as well, our community members. As well, our incredible staff, our fellow staff, TDSB staff, Avenue on the right side, we said Mrs. Saquon, this incredible team, and most especially 2 people who helped us with every meeting, and I want you to meet them. Danny Carnavale, please stand up wherever you are. And incredible support and skill and help. Thank you so much. And Peter Singh, where are you, sir? Who chaired our meetings this year. What an incredible man, very knowledgeable, very kind, and very supportive. We really appreciate you all. We wish you all the best for the year. There's just one other little act that we want you to hear, a little spoken word. We'll invite Mr. Peter Singh to come on up and say hi. We're going to thank our 3 MCs who are terrific. Will you give them a great round of applause? Guys, come around for a section. We'll see you again in the morning. Where are you? Let's give them a big round of applause. It takes work to do something live. Thank you, boys and girls.
Thank you, everyone. Good morning. My name is Peter Singh. I also work with the TDSB. For this part, you all need to actually work with me. So remember we heard the word, the chant, Om? So we actually need to create that sound here. And let's see how it feels when we do that. So I'm going to go first. So we're going to do this 3 times. This is how it's going to be done. It's going to be Om. I did it first time. Now it's going to be all together. All of us. Om. That's pretty impressive. One more time. Everyone in the room. That's wonderful. Thank you very much. Again, on behalf of TDSB, everyone who actually works at TDSB who helped us to put this morning together, and also the community members who actually worked with us for the last 3 months. Late evenings, emailing each other at 11:45, all those efforts, you can see how good this morning has been. On behalf of TDSB, we want to say thank you to the community members and our own staff who put this event together. So we're going to continue this celebration through the November month. Make sure you take this learnings that happened this morning and the friends you made and take these friendships back to your school and continue the fun over the November month. Thank you everyone, have a good morning.